Hey, welcome to my channel. My name is Chrissy, and today I'm going to be talking about what to do if you're feeling broken. Now, just before I get started, I am a psychic, sorry, my dog's here too outside. I am a psychic life coach, and I do get given psychic guidance, and I help to get people to create the life that they really want rather than staying stuck in the life that they're unhappy with or is just not making them feel good inside. Now, if you check out my channel, I have got many other videos on subjects around this as well, on depression, suicide, wanting to give up, ways to move forward with your life, and these kind of subjects as well. But when you're feeling really broken, it can be a really horrible feeling, and it can really hurt inside. Not only do these things affect us in the mind, but they can cause us to really shut down, and it can cause us to really find ourselves detaching from life and wanting to kind of, in severe cases, remove ourselves from this life, because life can be quite a challenging journey, and we can find ourselves in places where we can feel joy, but a lot of times a lot of people tend to suffer and they experience times of feeling very broken. Now, things that can break us can be a traumatic experience. It could be that you've gone through sort of the battle of an illness. It could be that you've lost somebody very suddenly and you're suffering terrible grief. It could simply be that somebody's moved away and that's left a void in your life. And these are the kind of things that happen to us when we're feeling broken. It's because the void, it is very hard to fill that void, and there's like an emptiness that comes over us. So you know, it is like, actually, if you think about a broken egg, it's like cracked open and the egg is kind of oozing out and there's just this empty space that's left. Well, that's what it is like when we're feeling really broken. There's a song actually by U2 that I often think of when I think about heartbreak or grief, and it's a song, I can't quite remember the name of it offhand, but it says a heart that's been broken is a heart that's now open. And I think it's actually a really interesting kind of saying in the song, because what it does, by breaking yourself open, it allows things to come into you as well, and we learn from these experiences. As painful as they can be, it gets us to a place where we have to really find our strength and our inner core strength of how to move forward, because it is not an easy journey. When you're suffering heartache, grief, loss, or any of these things that cause that awful void in us, it's so debilitating that it can actually stop people from moving forward in their life, and it can cause them to stay stuck and in that horrible feeling of just not being able to move forward or get out of bed in the morning. These are the kind of things that can happen to us when we're feeling very broken. Look, depression and anxiety and things like that, fear can even do that as well. These things kind of can rise in our body, and you can go through times where you can feel very broken. Heartbreak is often something that is very difficult to get through, and these things take time. You can't expect to click your fingers and overnight you're going to get through grief or you're going to get through heartbreak. You may never get over that, but you will find a way to soften that. And in a lot of my videos, if you go and check some of those out, I've got some steps on how to move through these processes as well, because you have to do it in baby steps and slowly find your way back from those awful feeling places. Now, you may need help. I often talk about that too. If you think you need medicating and you're feeling suicidal or you're severely depressed, you will need to definitely reach out and get help, because things like medication, that don't be afraid of that, because that can actually help you to clarify your thoughts and it can help you to move forward with your life. Now, when you're wanting to move forward, the key is to start in small ways. So you can see I'm sitting out in nature today. It's absolutely beautiful out here. I could hear the birds. It's just so peaceful. That is the first step to start to shift your life. Now, I know this isn't easy, but if you can get out in nature, nature has a natural sort of way of acting like a therapy. If you can go for a walk, I talk a lot about putting music on. Music has a remarkable way of lifting our energy and changing the way we feel inside. These are just a few quick first aid tips. If you're feeling really rotten and you're feeling really broken, you've got to do things that will get your mind onto something else. I'm just sitting out here with my two dogs. I've got my dog's sister's visiting at the moment. She's having a sleepover, so I'm just sitting out here and keeping them company. And dogs and pets, that's another thing that gives you joy. Give them a hug. You know, if you want to have a cry, have a cry. There's nothing wrong with crying, and that's for you men and boys out there as well. Crying is really healthy. It's better than bottling it up and getting really angry inside and just allowing these things to pour out in the wrong situations. And that's kind of losing control of what you're going through. It's okay to experience grief, and it's okay to experience feeling really heartbroken, but you've got to find the things now that are going to try and sort of fill that void, which in turn will fill you up again and start to sort of make you feel stronger as a person. Because I know it's not easy. I have suffered and gone through things in my life that have really challenged me, and that's why I do these videos, just to help anybody out there who's really suffering and struggling with these kind of scenarios and situations. So look, go and check out my videos. I'm sure they might help you. Like I said, I've got a lot on there around these subjects and how to move forward as well. So I talk a lot about exercise. That's the one thing that really helped me. I remember when I was really at a really low state, I remember putting Rocky, the music on, and it really inspired me to start running again. And that's something I always used to do that made me feel good. I would always run, and the music was sort of able to shift me, and it got me really inspired because, well, you know, there's Rocky, you know, he made it to the top, and I felt like I had to kind of make my way back. So you might have other things that kind of inspire you. I talk a lot about passions and creativity as well. These are the things that can distract your mind. And by distracting your mind, you start to live in the now. Now, I do talk a lot about Eckhart Tolle, I know, and he has written a book, The Power of Now, and he's on YouTube as well. Go check him out, because I really think he can start to really change your life and the way that you're feeling inside. But this is about nurturing your soul, nurturing your spirit, and bringing yourself back to life, because that is what the void it is. The void is an emptiness that is very, very hard to fill, and it's a very, very painful place when you're suffering any of these awful, awful emotions. So look, I do post videos once a week. I do self-help videos on a variety of subjects. I also have a few videos on home decor and that, which are my passions that I've got back to, so you can check those out as well. And hit that like button. That always helps as well in my analytics as well. So I really appreciate all my beautiful subscribers out there, and keep going, because you know, you've got one life to live, and it's really important that we all sort of help each other get through this journey of life. So thanks for watching, take care, and I'll see you soon. Bye.